News Channel 3 continues our investigation into the fight between Scientology and protesters. Tonight, the second half of our exclusive interview with one of the religion's top leaders.
Now, from the desert's news leader, Kesq News Channel 3 HD at 11.
About this all week, a group of activists is taking on the Church of Scientology, with both sides vowing to fight to the end.
Last night, News Channel 3's Nathan Baca took you inside Scientology's Hollywood complex for an exclusive one-on-one interview with one of the church's top leaders, Tommy Davis. And tonight, he continues with the second half of his interview in a story that you'll only see on News Channel 3.
We confront Davis with the confidential works of L. Ron Hubbard and ask why there are threats of death by pneumonia for those who read it. Somebody from the Village Voice apparently said that the Church of Scientology is about, quote, ridding the body of space alien parasites. And your reaction then and now is what exactly to that claim?
You know, here's the thing. There are outrageous claims out there on the internet about what Scientologists believe. These are claims that are forwarded by anti-Scientologists. The best and easiest and most transparent way in which people learn about it is through L. Ron Hubbard's books and lectures.
You know, looking at Mr. Hubbard's own works, what seems to be, in a sense, curious is, at least according to L. Ron Hubbard's own words, and I quote, "The head of the Galactic Confederation, 76 planets around larger stars visible from here."
I can stop you.
Okay.
I know what you're talking about.
Okay.
I'm familiar with the material. I think what you're getting at is that the confidential scriptures of the church.
Well, this is about the fundamentals.
And in the practice
this is not about the fundamentals of your belief, though. This
here's the thing.
Soul.
Right. For you to talk to me, you as someone who's not a Scientologist, to talk to me about what my beliefs are, or to ask me to explain any core religious belief, that's an offensive concept. Nobody should ever be asked to do that.
And is that the reasoning for the cease and desist letters for just about everybody who has published these works, the esoteric works, from Sunshine Press to Google, I believe, has also been given cease and desist letters by Moxon and Cobran. That's the reasoning behind it, correct?
Absolutely.
Okay.
I'm not interested in somebody else's version of my religion or somebody else's idea of what my religion is, or something that somebody stole from the church that is legitimately church materials and is trying to show it to me for the only intent of knowingly violating my religious beliefs and knowingly violating how it is that I see fit to practice my religion.
But arguably, isn't the reason why they are potentially wouldn't want to read it is because the book itself says that if you read it out of order, in effect, quote unquote freewheeling, according to one of the pages, that physical harm will come of you. I believe it mentions pneumonia. There is an actual fear, a physical fear, arguably. There is a physical cause and effect that saying that if you read this before you're ready for it, then physical harm will come of you. I've read, though arguably not understood, much of OTs 3 through 6. According to this, as I read it, I should have had some sort of kill switch turned on me and I should have died of pneumonia. Why am I not dead yet?
Here we're going to the basic fundamental point that I'm trying to make, okay? What you're doing right now, and what it is that you're saying to me, is an intent to ridicule religious beliefs. That's really what we're talking about. And you're just forwarding an agenda of hate.
But when it comes to an agenda of hate, there is one passage from the confidential scripture of L. Ron Hubbard that caught our attention. It states how the galactic overlord named Xenu implanted false images into everyone's soul. Now, I quote from their book. It specifically states, 36 days of picture implants which gave a vast array of materials. The pictures include God, the devil, and angels. In other words, the Abrahamic religions, that's Christianity, Judaism, and Islam, they all have God, the devil, and angels in some form or another. Now, according to this high-level Scientology book, those are basically implanted images from an extraterrestrial dictator. So some of our viewers may find that offensive or hateful in a sense. Now, News Channel 3 is continuing its investigation of what's going on at Scientology's local headquarters. Now, the former marketing director and the former security chief are speaking out about what is their accounts of what is going on at the Hemet location. They're basically saying that there are human rights abuses and possession of heavy weapons at the location in Hemet. So we're working to air those stories next week. we have been receiving hundreds of news tips by email and over the phone over the past few days, so it's taking us a while to basically sort through all those tips to investigate those.
Now, the government does give the Church of Scientology tax-exempt status, just
Yes.
like any other church.
That's correct.
But it has been challenged in the past.
It has. For a while, throughout the 70s and the 80s, the IRS was going after the Church of Scientology to the point where L. Ron Hubbard himself, the creator, was basically on international waters. But during the 90s, the church did get IRS tax-exempt status, which was controversial for some, but they have maintained that they deserve that tax-exempt status, and they continue to hold that status to this day.
Okay, interesting series of reports.
We'll have more.
Thank you, Nathan.